Yeah.
Vainglorious Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United front.
Tell it.
What you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square solid and you circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick your can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
Black power, black love, black unity, black family, ship brother, knowledgebornallah here on this 100 Days of Motivation Challenge. Day number 94. Yes, day 94. 94 days down, 6 more to go. 6 days left until this challenge is near complete. Where we listening from, make sure you go to www.youtube.com/through the knowledge radio. That's DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO. Day 94. And our point of focus, continuing our path and walk with the divine great I am. The mantra is, I deserve and require. I love it. I'm telling you, I love it. I deserve and require success, happiness, and money. I'm telling you, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I deserve and require success, happiness, and money. So, in my conversations with the great I am, in our conversation, we speak about a lot of things. When we look at allegiance, when we look at loyalty, when we look at sacrifice, when we look at devotion, we look at these things from our space and place as things that you are supposed to do in life and in relation. In relation and in relationship. Oftentimes, we enter into agreements without requiring anything from anything or anyone. And the gripe is where we find ourselves saying I should have or I deserve with no inkling of bringing any requirements to the conversation, to the relation. So, in relation to one another, you don't have requirements. We don't have standards. We don't have rules of engagement with self or within the confines of our family dynamics and community. Oftentimes. So if you don't have any requirements or standards for self, you get what you ask for. My elders told me you have not because you ask not. In regards to goal attainment, in regards to beseeching, that's not a place for generality. That is a place for divine specificity. As most concise and clear and specified as you could possibly be with you, with your family dynamic, with your ancestral lineage, with our natural forces, and our Creator, in which all power is derived from. Very specific in our language, in our petition, in our agreement, and very specific in what we are prepared to do to achieve it. Very specific. So on day 94, it said, I deserve and require. So not only do I deserve, but I require. This is a requirement. In the art of the deal, if this is not present, it is a deal breaker. And I will take my business elsewhere. In this masked society, when you go into a place of business, there's a sign that greets you that says, mask required. And I see people before they go into the place of business, they put a mask on their face. That's the requirement for service or requirement for entry into this place of business. What are the requirements you have for entrance into your business, into your life, into your space, into your heart, into your mind, into your reality, into your world, into your universe? What are your requirements? What is one required to do to gain entrance and to have residence and resonance in your space? What requirements do you have for yourself? What have you done to deserve and require. What have you done to deserve and require success? What have you done to deserve and require happiness? What have you done to deserve and require money? To require wealth? To require and deserve health? What have you done? And what are you doing to deserve and require that success, happiness, and money come to you? And if your answer is, I don't know, or if your answer is nothing, you're in luck. You are fortunate enough to have breath in your body to hear this message and to reshape and refocus and look at your accomplishments and your current activity, your attitudes and behaviors, and see if they are merit worthy to deserve and require success, happiness, and money. Are you attractive enough for success to be in your life? Are you in a space optimally for happiness to come in where you are? Do you have the mind frame and the self-discipline for money to show up in your life? These are all requirements. These are all requirements for these forces that you're calling on to enter into your life. Are you in the space and in the proper position within self to receive them, to recognize them first, and offer them space in your life? Because once they enter into the spaces of our lives will never ever be the same again. When success shows up in your life, will you be ready? Are you training for success to come into your life? Are you educating yourself about what success is, about who success is, and what success brings into your life? Or what about happiness? Same questions apply. What about money? Same questions apply. Are we preparing ourselves? Have we prepared ourselves on this journey in our walk with the great I am? On these past 94 days of this 100 Days of Motivation Challenge, for these things that we profess with our tongue to say that we deserve and require to come into our lives and change our lives incrementally forever. In the Bible, in Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12, it says, "And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?" It's a conversation. What doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Deuteronomy 10, verse 12. So this has to be a conversation and an agreement. The Lord thy God said, I will give you this if you do this. We go to the great I am wanting stuff and not prepared to do anything for it or anything about it. You ever been on the other end of the phone with somebody calling you with their problem? And they're going on and 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 on. How they never call you with anything other than their problem. And call you to see how you doing. If you need anything, if you doing all right, just call you to unload. This is how we go to the great I am. This is how we go to our divine lineage. No problem. No problem. When we going through it, we dutiful. And when we ain't going through it, we're neglectful. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? This is allegiance. This is allegiance. What are we prepared to do for what we say we want? How much are we willing to give? So check your goals, and check your aims, check your objectives, check your list, your wish list, your want list, your needs list, your requirement. And it's things that you deserve. And look at your attitudes, your behaviors, and see if they match. Something to look at, something to contemplate, something to think about. On day 94, let's get motivated. Let's get inspired. Let's do what is required so that we may receive that which we deserve and require based off of what we say and what we do being congruent and in line with the divine great I am. So it's brother knowledgebornallah here on day 94. 94 days down, 6 days left. Wherever you're listening from, make sure you go to www.youtube.com/Through the Knowledge Radio. That's DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO. See you back here, day 95, right here on Through the Knowledge Radio.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm an African. I'm an African. I'm an African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm an African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
that
to the
motive
gritty
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.